Hi everyone. Sorry you were talking about my hair mask. I'm going to show you real quick. I'm going to flip the camera around. You're going to see some of my ingredients first, and then you're going to watch me making my mixture. And then this is my homemade meatball sub recipe, along with my homemade sauce. And I'm going to put it in my crock pot, and it's going to cook. And I will explain the steps to you. This is for my homemade meatball subs. My kids request this for their birthday dinners. And my son's birthday was Monday, but he had to quarantine where he was at. So we're having his birthday dinner tonight, and this is what he wants. This is what he's getting. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, this is my bowl. First things first, I always take a package of hamburger, as you see, a package of ground beef, you take your mixing bowl, Now, the next step, I always buy Gianelli Italian sweet bulk sausage. So remember, one package hamburger. That size package of hamburger right there, it's like a medium-sized package of hamburger. It is actually, the net weight is 36 ounces, 2.25 pounds of hamburger. And then your package of 5.28 pounds of Gianelli sweet Italian bulk sausage. This will make anywhere from 30 something to 40 meatballs. Mix it up. I don't like the feel of cold meat. My Italian sausage is like, it's not frozen because you're able to break it apart, but you can tell it still feels like it's kind of like it just came out of the freezer because it's got that like frozen cold feel. Oh, my hands are cold. Make my hands ice cold. Ah, cold. I'll show you the next steps, everyone, once I break up my... So I always make sure I break it up enough so that way, after I add my liquid ingredients, my eggs and my seasoning and breadcrumbs, I can actually start mixing it all together so it's all mixed in together. Well, everyone, before you do this step, I gotta make sure I put my frying pan with a little bit of oil on the stove because I actually sauteed them on all sides before I put them in my crock pot. Yeah, give me 1 second. Okay. Stove off, please. My frying pan. I forgot some Crisco pure vegetable oil. Okay. Sorry about that, everyone. I got my crock pot ready, but I forgot to put my frying pan with a little bit of oil. And I saute, like I said, I saute this. A lot of people don't realize the stuff that I actually put my meatballs, because when some people realize some of the stuff I put my meatballs, as far as liquid ingredients are concerned. They're pretty shocked because of how good my meatballs taste. They're like really shocked. Okay, so the first thing I do is I actually put, you can use any brand of soy sauce, but the brand we have here is Kikkoman soy sauce. I actually take and just go around your bowl and just sprinkle some all around your meat mixture till you have some all around your top of your meat mixture. Then I actually take some Wishbone red wine vinaigrette. I shake it up before I put some in. And I just sprinkle some, like I did with the soy sauce, all across the top. Those two steps are done. Next, I take some apple cider vinegar. You can see apple cider vinegar. This you don't want too much of. You just put it in the middle of the mixture on top. A tiny, tiny splash. You don't want too much of that because it'll be overpowering. This is the step that nobody realizes. It says pickles, but I don't put pickles in it. I just actually use a tiny bit of the pickle juice. Right in the middle. Tiny bit of the pickle juice. Everybody's like, what the heck? This is another one. Sweet relish. Heinz sweet relish. Take a couple little drizzles in the middle, one on each side. There you go, you're done with that. Everybody's like, oh my goodness, like the liquid ingredients I use in this is crazy. Wegmans Thousand Island. If you don't have Wegmans, you can use any Thousand Island dressing. Thousand Island dressing. And I just sprinkle some. I just go like this. I just go like a sprinkle all the way around. Then I take some French style dressing. Everybody's like, oh my god, like I can't believe I used this or this. Same thing with that. The French dressing, I'm going to show you what I did real quick so you can see what I mean by sprinkle dressings. Look, that's how it's supposed to look. You can see. Then, some Italian dressing. And I got my seasonings and the other stuff yet. Just literally, you only want to do literally towards the middle and a tiny bit on one side. Just a little sprinkle of that. Then I actually take some Parmesan cheese. Grated Parmesan cheese. Or you can grate it yourself. But I like that. If I don't got a lot of time, I just sprinkle a good amount. I'm going to show you what I mean by good amount. What I mean by good amount. At the top. And actually take some. You're also going to use this mozzarella cheese when you make your homemade meatball subs. When your meatballs are done. And cooking all day in your crock pot. You're actually going to save some of this cheese. You're not going to put a lot in the mixture. You're literally just going to take, see, literally a couple little sprinkles. Now, that's done with that. Now we're going to buck seasoning. We're going to use the yellow buck seasoning. Just a couple sprinkles. Then you're going to take your oregano. Sometimes use fresh oregano, sometimes use it in the jar. Just sprinkle good amount across top. Remember, we're gonna leave our oregano out because that's gonna go in our homemade sauce. Garlic salt with parsley. That's also gonna be left out because that's gonna go in our crock pot with our homemade sauce. Chicken powder. Instead of the bouillon cubes, they come in the same jar, you're going to use the chicken powder. It's just easier that way. Just sprinkle, little sprinkle. That's all it's going to be saved. It's going to be using our sauce. Actual organic, organic freeze-dried parsley. You don't have to use organic. I didn't realize it was organic when I bought it. So that, when I made my homemade beef stew, and I used to have to pack it, so I still have to pack it. You're only going to use a couple drizzles of this because you're going to use some of this in your sauce. Sorry guys, I do looking for. I love the taste of that sauce. We're gonna put that aside to go in our sauce. Some garlic powder. We're gonna do some couple sprinkles. It's also gonna go in our sauce. The red top adobo. Sprinkles, couple sprinkles. That's gonna go in our sauce as well. I also use sugar in my sauce, but you're not gonna see me put it in this mixture. Italian style herb grinder. You're gonna actually just, as you see, I'm just grinding it all over. A few grinds all over. Steak and chop seasoning. A couple sprinkles. That's gonna go over here so we don't use that on our sauce. Onion powder. That will go in our. Whoa, I don't want that. I want. You just do a couple sprinkles. That's going on our sauce. Garlic pepper. See, it's garlic pepper. Couple sprinkles across it. That's not going in our sauce. That goes over there. Now we're gonna put some minced onion. It's always hard when it's a brand new bottle to get it out. You want to actually just until you've got enough. I do usually when it's a full bottle, like 6 or 7 shakes. That's gonna go in our sauce. Now that all the ingredients are in besides the eggs and breadcrumbs, I take about. I take 2 eggs, 1, here babe, would you like to start bringing my seasonings? Put these in the sink next to my sauces, please, because it's next to the crock pot. And my husband's helping me bring the seasonings out towards the sauces so I don't have to worry about it because I have to bring the bowl and the phone. It's all ready. Give me 1 second, guys. And these 3 got to go back in the cupboard, and then this goes in the garbage. And all this can be put away. That's got to go in my sauce too. So this one's got to go. Then one more egg, so 2 eggs total. Your helper can't make it that quick. Okay. Now breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs, you want to do I start out with a good amount, but then you want to do it until you actually can form them without them falling apart. Those ones go back in the cupboard, but this needs to go. All the liquid stuff can go back in the refrigerator, and cheese can go back. That's gonna go next to the sauce. I know. Okay, now comes the fun part. Mixing all this stuff together. The stuff that I don't want. I don't like doing this part. I don't like getting my hands dirty. Honestly, I don't like getting my hands dirty if I'm playing football or sports, but nothing with raw meat is not my forte. You want to get down in there because you want to make sure you mix all of it together. Get all the way from the bottom. So you're mixing all of this in with each other. Oh, man. Yuck. And the fact that United sausage still feels frozen. My hands are like freezing to death. There's a lot of work that goes into this. As you see, a lot of steps. I don't make this very often. Only at my kid's request. The bread comes in eggs and she's going to put it away. Hold on, guys. I got to bring this bowl and wash my hands and I'll grab you in a minute. We'll put this in the sink once I rinse my hands. Turn the stove on so it'll pour me out, please. No, we put that, no, I already used the crock pot. So put that on the grill. Put that on the grill plate. Yeah, I started them in that.
I was getting there.
You were just standing there. You just open the jar. You don't have to get the
I got you. Just don't you eat alive.
I will. I need to grab this for me first. I got my hands full.
No, it's burning.
Nothing's burning. Nothing's burning, dude. Oh. Okay. They're going to see all these.
It's okay.
I'm going to grab my phone, but I can't seem to find it. Okay. The cheese is what you got to put away. Okay, guys. I'm coming to grab you. I'm sorry. Don't mind me. Okay. I'm back. Come on, my messy hair. Right now. I'm warming up the oil. Right now. Then I will show you the steps. Sorry, I had to rinse my hands a little bit more. We're in my kitchen. That's my back door, you see. And my refrigerator and stuff. Sorry, I got meatball mixture. Will you grab me rubber gloves, please, Junior? Those some of my medical gloves, please. It'll be so much easier. Okay. Grab me a pair of my medical gloves. It's gonna be so much easier than me having to rinse my hands every time I have to do this. Here's a mess.
There you go.
Sorry, everyone. Thank you. I have a phobia about rolling around meat. Sorry. And when I touch raw meat, I usually wash my hands. Okay, because before I put them in my crock pot, this is how they give them the flavor that they have. Like, my kids absolutely love this stuff. Because when you do it this way and then you put them in the crock pot, and you cook them, it gives a layer of the layer it gives at the end. At the end, can you grab me out the sugar, please, babe? Babe, I need the sugar I told you. And did you go down and start cleaning up the jar? Get in there, look sick.
I just got right here.
Put the sugar over this way. So, it does that you can make your meatballs whatever size you want. They don't have to be perfect. Sometimes mine aren't perfect, but it's one of my meatballs. I put them like this. I usually try to hurry up. Again, at the same time. I usually get the 7 in my frying pan at once. Now I got myself a fork. I got a fork. I let them brown. And let them brown on all sides quick. I do 7 at a time in the frying pan. Usually I can get about 14 in a layer. And then you'll see what I do. Because I usually get 3 layers. I do 3 layers. When I do my first layer, I do 2 layers of my homemade sauce. I'll show you the steps. What I do. Stuff that goes into making these. The pain. Or anything for my babies. And it smells so good. You can literally smell my meatballs. Literally. I'm in an upstairs apartment. You can smell them downstairs and outside. And everybody's like, "Oh, what are you making? It smells so good." Oh my goodness. You're making some kind of Italian food, they'll say. My neighbor just said you could smell it all over their house usually within the first half an hour of me putting them in my crock pot. Like I can smell them already. Okay, so now I start putting them. The key is you don't want to cook them and fry them. The key is you just don't want to see like any pink on any of the sides. Because remember, crock pot will cook them. You're just browning them to give them that flavor. Okay, so that layer is done. Now, another layer to start rolling some more to put your next layer in. So the thing is, with wearing the gloves, they don't really stick to you as bad as when you do just your hands. Sometimes I don't wear my medical gloves. I get my medical gloves sent to me by an insurance company. This is a lot of toll on me because I have spinal cord injuries. But stand here and do this for my babies. My babies are my life. So even though it's hard for me to stand right now to do this for you guys and for my babies, but I will do this because I like that. Cool. Next time I'm able to put 8 in this pan. We can put 8 in this pan this time. There you go. You guys, you'll see all the steps. It's pretty cool how I do it. Like literally, you just wanna after you brown it on both sides, you wanna flip it on it, flip it up on its side. Yeah. When you flip it on both its like top and bottom side, just flip it up on its side. They won't be done at all because they're not cooking. Sorry, I keep going out of camera because I'm, just. Once I get my first layer done in the crock pot, I'll show you what it looks like. And I forgot to show you in the frying pan. So next layer I show you once it's browning. Be sure to show you that too. I'm putting my next layer in now. Well, I'm still on the first layer, but I've already done 15 meatballs already. So all together between what I got in the crock pot and what I got in the frying pan, I got 24 meatballs. And I still got more mixture to make. More mixture. And now, I can show you guys. No cut. See? The browning. I just flipped them. You only leave them on their sides. You only leave them on their sides for probably maybe not even but a minute or two. Because you're not trying to cook them. You're just trying to brown them to give them that flavor. You literally just leave them on each side for a minute, like about a minute or two, so you can just brown them on all sides so you don't see any pink. You don't want to cook them to where there's nothing in the middle. You're just trying to brown them to give them that flavor, because that's how you get that lasting flavor. Because of them slow cooking. I'll explain the cooking process in the crock pot as well, how I do it. So how to keep that lasting flavor. Flavor that I get in my meatballs. And how I retain that flavor. Okay, now I'm going to grab a plate because I have to grab a plate for the meatballs that I cannot fit into that layer right now. We've already got our first layer, and I'll show you the crock pot. In 1 second. Make sure you grab our plates out that car. Everything has to go back. Where is everything? Well, where did you put it?
In the trunk.
The trunk of what?
It all fits. And there's still room, so you know that they can put it in the trunk.
Shit, don't be talking about that. Let me just put another layer in this frying pan. And I'll show you that I had to start the first layer of the sauce. And I'll show you this. That's, whoa! Sorry guys, I just literally got, I need a baby wipe. Junior. Junior. I need a baby wipe, quickly. I need a baby wipe off the table, please. Yes. Grease just splattered all over me. Want to clean this back? Grab. Walk with me. Here. Okay. Like that. Sure, his grease just splattered all over me. Okay. I'm putting more meatballs in the frying pan. And sometimes I always have leftover meatballs and sauce. Okay, now you're going to see this. That's my first layer. Okay. Uh-oh. There we go. I don't know why it wasn't letting me flip over. And now, we're going to use 2 cans of tomato sauce for our first layer. Over our first layer is going to pour. You're going to pour 2 cans of tomato sauce, guys. Remember, you want 2 cans of tomato sauce. Okay? Then, you're going to want to take a spoon. Because you're going to want... Oh, Junior! Quickly! My phone just fell in the sauce. I need help. The phone just fell in the sauce.
I don't know which way it went, so.
Don't stop it. Pause it. Don't stop it.
I have to clean it and it's not letting me.
Oh my God.